In this video, we're going to be looking at a really cool airplane mod for Minecraft. It is called Aviator Dreams, and it is a super cool mod that is for Minecraft, and it pairs with immersive aircraft. So, in this video, I'm going to be going over every single plane that's in the mod, as you can see right now. Starting out with this one. This is a pretty small plane. It's a Volker, I think. Volker. I'm not sure. It's a German word. I don't know how to pronounce it, okay? But it's a little airplane with one engine, and let's fly it. So as you can see when you get in, it is pretty well modeled, and there is a lot of stuff going on. You can throttle up with space and throttle down with shift. Press R to dismount, but as you can see, we can go throttle up, and let's go taxi and go and take off. So now that we have taken off, as you can see, it's kind of slow. It's definitely faster than sprinting or minecarting. I'm not sure if it's faster than an Elytra, but with that, it is pretty cool and fast, and it's nice to see that it flies around pretty well with the terrain. It is very well modeled, as you can see, and there is an interior, and there's even a cockpit that you can see when you go into first person mode, which is super cool. So let's fly around a little bit more with this and then land it. So now we're in a very similar aircraft, except this one has 3 motors instead of just 1. So in theory it should be 3 times as fast, but that's not really how physics works. It's just a lot more powerful. So let's take off in this one, just go down the runway, and we can go zoom. So as you can see, there's even a durability, and I tested it. When you crash or run out of durability, it just kind of explodes. It doesn't really destroy any blocks, it just kind of goes poof with an explosion. And I assume this is maybe survival friendly where you can craft them, but again, I have not tested that. So as you can see, this one does get off the ground pretty well. It's very similar to the last one. It's the same size. It's actually the same variant of airplane. It just has 3 engines instead of 1, as I already said. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's go check out some of the other views, because there is a first person. As you can see, it has the cockpit modeled, and you can even see the little engines on the outside of the window, which is super cool. And because this is a recent version of Minecraft, I believe this is 1.20.1, so it's recent-ish, you can use a lot of newer mods with it, like Sodium, if you want more performance, because most of the mods that are like this I've found, like MC Heli or Flan's mod, tend to be for like 1.12 or 1.7, which are very, very old versions of Minecraft. So yeah, that's this plane. Now let's move on to the next one. So the next one we have is this larger one, which is a twin prop, and it has a main body with side-mounted wings instead of a top-mounted wing, which is super cool. I do like the animations on it. They're very good, as you can see. The propellers spin up very nicely, and then you can just kind of take off. I think it is a very cool thing how it kind of has the Minecraft textures for everything. It just is like making some of them not quite square, like the cockpit, as you can see, has a lot of different angles that are not able to happen in vanilla Minecraft, and that is super cool. So yeah, this one's a pretty cool one. This is a cargo plane. I'm not sure if you can actually put any cargo in it, but yeah, it's super cool, and we're going to try out the different variant of it next, which is the passenger plane. So this is a military variant of it. So let's go land this thing. As you can see, if you kind of throttle down, it kind of just like goes to that speed immediately instead of just like slowing down, which is kind of annoying, but it's still a really cool mod. So let's land and try out the next plane. And while I'm landing, please watch to the end, as it really does help me out a lot. And if you watched this far, thank you so much. But yeah, so that's this plane. As you can see, it stops pretty much immediately. Here is the passenger variant of it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. It is just the passenger variant of the last plane we did. Same plane, 2 engines, body, fixed wing, underwing. Yeah, pretty cool. The cockpit's almost the same too. So let's go try out the next plane, which is the only jet in this mod. So this plane is the only jet, and it's also a big plane. As you can see, there's lots of seats, and it's pretty big and really long. It is also a jet, so let's turn it on. This is a very old jet, and it is really well modeled. As you can see, they all have interiors, full interiors. So let's turn this one on and see how fast we can get going. So as you can see, it does have jet engine noises instead of like propeller noises, which is cool. Yay! So let's take off in this one as it spools itself up. As you can see, we're going to be able to take off soon. And yeah, instead of having the propellers turn, it kind of just propels itself forward. But I guess modeling jet engine turbofans is extremely difficult, since, like, you know, it's a lot of little moving parts. So I think it's fine that it's not modeled. Also, none of the gear seems to come up. I couldn't find a keybind for that. So whatever, that's pretty cool still. So yeah, this is the jet. It is super duper fast. As you can see, we are moving quickly. It's definitely faster than an elytra, as you can see. And here's the last one. It is a 4-engine turboprop, which is pretty cool. That means it has 4 propeller engines, and it is also passenger and absolutely huge. So let's take off with this one, and you can see all the little engines start turning immediately, and they're all kind of synchronized to each other, which I think is really cool. So let's take off with this one. It's still pretty cool, so let's see how far it can go and how fast it can go. So as you can see, this one does take a little while to spool up, and we are off. So let's get off the ground, and it is pretty cool. It's a slower one, definitely slower than the jet because, you know, propellers, but it's still pretty cool, and it's really big. I don't know if you can have other players in here, but as you can see, it's again fully modeled cockpit, which is very nice. And that's about it for this video. If you watched to the end, thank you so much. And if you enjoyed, you can join my Discord, like, and subscribe. But that is about it for this video. If you enjoyed, you can check out the mod in the description. It's linked there. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.